Oh, God. Alright. Here we are. Alright. So, what we are doing here right now is we are going to be taking a look at every single gym leader, and then eventually, when we're done here, Elite Four and Champion. And look at their difficulty as it pertains to a Nuzlocke. Now, for those uninitiated, actually everyone fucking knows what a Nuzlocke is at this point. The rules I'm going to be going by are obviously obvious. Catch one Pokemon in an area. If it faints, it dies. The main one, though, is that you cannot over-level past the level of the gym leader. So, like, every single one of the first gym leaders would be free, right? Like, they'd all be super, super easy. Also, hold on, let me move Janine and Blue to Johto, because you don't battle them until Gen 2. But yeah, so I'm just looking at them. So Brock, level 14. Misty is, I think, 21 or 22. I think it's 21. Lieutenant Surge is 24. Erica is 29. Koga and Sabrina are both 42. And then Blaine is like 47. And I don't remember what Giovanni's level is, but it's important. So, we've got the tiers, which are Run Killer. These are gym leaders that regardless any battle, that regardless of what you do, no matter how much planning that you do, you have to plan exponentially for this. And even if with all the planning in the world, this could still kill your run regardless. These are the hardest gyms in the bite. Then we got Possible Run Killer. Under specific circumstances, they could end your run, but there could be one or two potential things that you can have happen, and they become like much easier. And I'll explain one. I don't think there's one in here, but I will definitely explain with one in a bit. It'll be much more clear. And then we got Tough. These are still some challenging gym leaders. You probably won't wipe to them, but they can still screw you up. Then there's Meh. Again, probably shouldn't lose to them, but there's a chance that you'll maybe lose a Pokemon if you're in trouble. Free, under any all circumstance, you probably should not lose any Pokemon. You probably should not lose your run to them. But if you're ultra fucked, it could happen. And then lol, what? None. Literally do not worry about these gym leaders in any way, shape, or form. Going through your journey normally, you'll more than likely find something to beat this gym leader. So let's talk about Brock. Now, Brock, by proxy, should be lol, what? If you're playing your game properly, quote unquote, play your Nuzlocke however you want. But if you're doing a Nuzlocke where you have, like, you choose the proper starter to make the game easy for you, which is Bulbasaur, which makes this gym incredibly easy. If you Squirtle, it makes this gym incredibly easy. Both of these Pokemon make this gym super easy, no issues whatsoever. However, if you choose Charmander or if you're playing Pokemon Yellow, you have to rely on encounters. The one thing in the Gen 1 versions, so not Fire Red Leaf Green, so in Red, Blue, Yellow, Brock's Pokemon do not have any single Rock type move. In Fire Red Leaf Green, they get, what's it called? They get Rock Tomb. Or no, I think just his Onix has Rock Tomb. For the reason that you need to rely on encounters, okay, I'm saying this. If you choose Bulbasaur or Squirtle, he's free. Like, he's lol what levels of free, because you can basically one-shot all of his Pokemon. But because of choosing Charmander, or if you're playing Yellow, you have to rely on encountering a Mankey. In Gen 1, in the Gen 1 games, you can get a Butterfree, and it should be fine, because I think Butterfree learns Confusion early on, still in the Gen 1 versions. But yeah. Next up is Misty. And you get a lot of options. I think she's got Double Team on her Starmie is going to push her into Tough. That is the only reason. I think she's probably going to be at the bottom of Tough. Her Staryu is free. Her Starmie can be challenging. It does not have any Psychic-type moves, so keep that in mind. It does have Double Team, though, which can, mess you up if it does it too many times. So, you have, obviously, the choice of if you chose Bulbasaur, you'll have an Ivysaur free. If you got a Pikachu, then you're fine. If you got a Weedle and you have a Beedrill, now it has Twin Needle, and it can deal a lot of damage to Starmie, because Starmie also does not have any Psychic type moves. And regardless of what game, I'm pretty sure by that point, unless you've killed all of your encounters by accident, you should be guaranteed to get either Oddish or Bellsprout, depending on your game, to make this fight easier. I'm still going to put her in tough just because if she sets up enough double teams, she can also confusion you with Water Pulse. Things can not go well for you. Lieutenant Surge is an interesting one. Would he be a run killer? Or, like, because here's the thing. His Voltorb and Pikachu are free. And I know what everybody's saying, Diglett Cave. But with level caps, Diglett evolves at 26. His Raichu is level 24. You do not have a Dugtrio, which means that you're not going to be outspeeding his Raichu. And also you have to rely on Magnitude because he will set up a double team. He's at least tough. And I think I'm going to put him in possible run killer just because double teams can be set up enough. And the only ground team you can have by this point is Dig. Not fully reliable. Erica's so fucking free. Holy shit. She's definitely one of the freest fights in the entire game. Like, yes, she seems scary because she has technically 3 fully evolved Pokemon because Tangle is fully evolved. But if you chose Charmander, this is the first time Charmander is really, really, really good. And if you have a million birds you can catch. Also, Vulpix or Growlithe, which you have the game corner right there. So if you really want to, you can evolve it with the Fire Stone and then get Flamethrower from the game corner, and then Sweeper. She's so free. You have too many options for that point in the game. Koga, I don't think he can end your run, but it can be annoying. He could definitely be annoying because Psychic type, like if you have a Psychic type, it's probably free, but he can be a bit of a challenge occasionally, just because his team is pretty difficult. Sabrina's a run killer for sure, no matter what. Like you don't have dark types. Like if you have the Snorlax, then she's easy. But shit can hit the fan if like she deals enough damage to you and like kills your Snorlax. I'm definitely putting her in run kill. Maybe because the Snorlax does make it easy. The only time I've ever had problem with her is if I didn't have specific, I've had Vaporeon and it's easy. I've had Snorlax and it's easy. I think those are the only 2. But you get you get 2 chances to catch a Snorlax. And you get a guaranteed Vaporeon if you evolve Eevee into Vaporeon. I'm going to put her in tough. She's definitely a possible run killer, but the thing is, like, the things that can happen for you, like, you know, you can have a guaranteed Vaporeon with Bite in Fire Red Leaf Green. You can have a guaranteed Snorlax. Hell, you could have a fucking Hypno with bulky special defense and Shadow Ball, which is physical in Gen 1. Blaine is also lol what? He feels free because his team's a bit scary, but you get so many fucking water types. And then Giovanni is arguably the freest gym leader in the entire game. Like, you need a water type to be at that point in the game. Giovanni is so free. Like, oh my god. All you need is a water type to spam Surf and you win. Alright, let's move on to Gen 2. Let's talk about Falkner. Falkner's weird. Because I think in the Gen 2 games, he is tough. I think in like Gold, Silver, Crystal, he's tough because his level cap is only like 9. I don't know if that's the case for... I know it's the case for at least one of the games, which would mean it's the case for potentially 2. You get the point. But he gets... And he also has Mud Slap, which makes like, oh, I'm going to use a Geodude. Well, he's going to hit that super effectively. And I don't think you can catch Mareep by at that point yet in Gen 2. In Heart Gold, Soul Silver, he's much easier because you have Geodude, you have Mareep. So yeah, and this is like a rare case where the starter you pick doesn't affect the gym. I'm going to put him at the top of Meh, which I think is fair. Okay. Bugsy. Now, I'm going to say this right now. these gym leaders are going to be a little bit more challenging if you're playing the Gen 2 games. If you're doing Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they're going to be a bit easier, and I'll go over why. Geodude, female Geodude specifically, with the HM for Rock Smash, which is important for Whitney. But if you have a Geodude, if you have a Rock type, I feel like this is like... I'm not going to put him in free. I'm going to put him in mad just because the Scyther is really scary and intimidating. But I don't think Bugsy's too bad. Whitney, possible. And here's why. They give you so many things. You can have the Machop, that's a female that does not get affected by Attract. And, you know, stab, karate chops, and fighting moves, basically. So you got that. You've got Pokemon that can learn Reflect. You've got Geodude, specifically female Geodude, with, what's the thing? With the Rock Smash. Geodude's physical defense is better than Miltank's physical attack, which, yeah, you get the drift. You get the gist. This is, if you don't have those things, this is a run. Whitney's a run killer. You need to prepare for this fight. But if you have a Geodude, you should be fine. I don't think I can consider Morty to be lol what, as much as I would love to, just because of Hypnosis. Like, okay, here's all you have to worry about with Morty. Gen 2, he might be a bit more challenging, so I'm gonna put him above Brock. But all you need is a, what's it called? All you need is Eradicate with Crunch, specifically in Gen 4, which makes this free. His Gengar will outspeed your little friend, and, I mean, you can... Yeah, he's going to stay in free, because if you're going to be smart, you're going to get your Eradicate if it has Guts. You're going to get it poisoned. You're going to let it get poisoned before this fight. So that way, you can sweep with the Guts Eradicate. And Chuck, I feel like even with, like, he's flying, you need a flying type, but I'm going to put him in meh. If you have a Crobat, he's free. I'm just going to say that. If you have a Crobat, he is free as fuck. There's no reason you should ever have problems with this fight if you have a Crobat. Or even a Golbat. But if you don't, then it can be a problem. I guess under that law. But Raticate's really common, and Crobat's is annoying to get. Jasmine is, like, honestly, yeah. Water type against the Steelix, ground type against the Magnemites. I love this song. Price. I don't think Price is quite free. Yes, ice types, yes, it's late game. But if you have your fire starter or a fire type in general, and you think you're just going to go into this gym and you're going to sweep... Hold on. One sec. Okay, cool. It's not too bad. Making sure that you can hear me talk over the music, which is important because this is a stream where I am talking. Anyways, yeah, Price is like... Blizzard... Okay, Hail Blizzard is always... I'm going to put him in May. I'm going to put him at the top of May. Like, you basically need to come in knowing what you're getting up against. And then Claire's a run killer. For absolute fucking certain, she is a run killer. She has her Kingdra, which has Smokescreen. She has her... Like, I think her Gyarados, Dragonairs... Her Gyarados is probably free if you have an electric type. And her Dragonairs can be annoying if you aren't prepared for them. But her Kingdra is a nightmare. If you could survive 20 turns... If you're playing without healing items, she's a run killer. If you're playing with healing items during the fight, then she's probably not a run killer, just because you can waste the PP on all the moves unless she's just spamming Smokescreen. But then at that point, it just gets really annoying. She's a run killer for certain. Janine... I just have to put her in free. I haven't battled her enough. I know she has a Crobat. I just think her team is too easy. Also, by that point, you have way too many options. I'm not gonna put her in lol what just because I don't know her, but yeah. And then I actually, what does Blue's team look like? Oh my god, why is my phone running so shit? Blue Pokemon Gym. Alright, let's see. Gold and silver. Here we go. Oh, well, yeah. Let's look at hard gold and silver. Just why not? Mirror. Oh, God. Return. I think I was right on his Rockhead, but he doesn't have any moves to count to work with that. That's kind of funny. No guard, Dynamic Punch, Stone. Oh, my God. And he's got a Dragon Dance Garrett. That's a run killer. Holy shit. I'm not going to put him above Eric or Claire because it is late game. So yeah, but yeah, I'm still putting him up there. Holy shnikes. Blue is scary. Where is Gen 3? Here we are. This makes my life easy because I can just do that. Okay. Roxanne is so free. Oh my god. Like, again, if you choose Mudkip or Trico, she's free. If you like, and then obviously you can catch like C-Dot or Lotad and you get a free Bullet Seed TM. Yeah, so free. Holy shnikes. Her team is weak as shit too. She can't do that much to you. Like, yeah, so free. So free does. Brawly. I think Brawly's tough. Like, Makuhita bulk. If it bulks up enough, even if you have a flying type, that shit can be scary. Especially if you have if you have a psychic type, I guess he's fine. Like if you catch an Abra, he's pretty free because Kadabra can just kill everything in one hit with confusion. But Kadabra's hard to get because it's like you have to catch the Abra on the first turn, and if it runs, then you're fucked. Okay. Watson is the perfect example of why I created this tier. Possible run killer. He is going to be at the bottom of possible run killer. And here is why. Under most circumstances, he's a run killer. His team is terrifying. However, if you choose, because okay, he's got Magneton, who's bulky and hits really, really hard. And like the rest of his team is whatever. And then in Emerald, he's got a Manectric who's fast and hits really hard. And also Shockwave, which does not miss in his 90 base power because of stab. Here's the thing. Marshtomp makes this gym the easiest gym in the entire game. If you start Mudkip, this gym is free. Like, you do not have to worry about it. You just basically, the one requirement is to keep your Mudkip into Marshtomp alive. That is it. Flannery's hard to rank. Because, like, you need a water type, but not by this point, technically. Her Torkoal's really scary. Because, like, I don't think she's a run killer. I'm going to put her in tough. Why is my foot so horrifically itchy? Yeah, Whitney's hard. Whitney. Flannery's hard to place. Because, on one hand, most of her team is free, but then there's her Torkoal, who, if it's got Sunny Day set up, you're looking at like 280 base power coming out of an overheat, and in Emerald she has the fucking White Herb, which means that she's gonna be able to launch off 2 insanely strong ones. Yeah, I think she goes there. Not run killer, or possible run killer. You need to prepare going into this, and I think the more that people overlook Norman, the more that people underestimate how just straight up hard he is. I'm gonna keep him run killer. I think in Emerald he's like, as long as you have either a Dustox or a Pelipper with Protect, you're fine. If you don't have those, then yeah, you're in trouble. But also in Ruby Sapphire, one of his Slackings has Slack Off, and Pelipper, especially Dustox, Pelipper might be able to dish out enough damage, but Pelipper cannot dish out enough damage. So yeah, Winona has the double teaming Altaria. The rest of her team isn't super easy. I think she's definitely a run killer. I think Norman is gonna be at the bottom for run killer just on the sheer fact of like one game he is not awful. Tate and Liza double battles are rough. Like, yeah, Solrock and Lunatone have a shitload of weaknesses, but one of their big things is water, and like, I think they're still run, especially in Emerald. Like the Emerald fight, that shit's rough, because that fucking Claydol just spam Earthquake forever. Wallace, just talking about gym leader Wallace. I'm not, like, I think he's tough. I don't think top of tough. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put Flannery right there. I think he is pretty challenging. And then Juan's got a double teaming Kingdra. You know what that means. He's going up there. Yeah, that double team is really, really scary. Yeah, double team is not fun to deal with. Also, when we get to Gen 5, I'm just going to use one of them, and it's just going to be silent, and that's going to be the exact same for all of them because you get the exact same thing for each of them. Rourke, two of his Pokemon are free, but his last Pokemon, his Cranidos, can be an issue. I'm going to put him at the top of free. The only reason it can be an issue is because it's basically going to two-shot anything on your team. If it hits something on your team, it's going to probably do at least half, and if it crits, it just dies. So, yeah. If you have a Monferno, then he's, like, it could still be easy, but I don't think you can one-shot him with Mach Punch. So, yeah. I think he's easy. I think he's, like, lol what in BDSP, but I'm going to leave him there. Gardenia. Like, if you have a Golbat, this is pretty free. Staravia also makes this free. I think Rose, like, I'm just a bit, I'm too tilted by Rose Raid. I think she's free. Like, you get like way too many options, way too many opportunities to catch a Zubat. You can get Staravia. I mean, even Monferno can make this pretty easy. I think she's easier than Brock. Just under the sheer, like, if you don't have any of those, then sure. But also, you just came out, you'll have a bug to deal with her. Yeah, she's like right there. Maylene. Lucario is scary. That's Crasher Wake. Lucario is scary. I'm going to put her, I think I'm going to put her in meh. I'm going to put her right there in meh. I don't think she's awful. I think her Meta-type Machoke can be easily taken out, but the rest of her team can be hard. Crasher Wake. I don't know why. I feel like he should be free or something, but I always have trouble with this guy. Like, I don't know why. Like grass for his Quagsire, electric for his Gyarados, but then for some reason his floats always kicks my ass. And I don't know why. I'm putting him up there. You like this, yeah. I don't know what it is. He just always gives me trouble. And then you got Fantina, and she's got two different teams. In Diamond Pearl and in BDSP, she has still Miss Magius, but then she also has Drifblim and Gengar, and then she changes it. I think in BDSP and like Diamond Pearl, I think she's like around meh, because you get a lot of options by that point. But you literally, I don't think there is a single Dark-type Pokemon that you can catch by the time that you reach her that makes this gym easier. I'm gonna put her in tough just for that. Like, and also, like, you can use ghost types, but they're gonna be weak to her. I think she is definitely tough regardless. And then Byron should be lol what? I'm putting him at the bottom of free, and here is why. BDSP, if you do not know what his what's it called? If you don't know what his oh my god, what's it called? Bastiodon. If you don't know what his Bastiodon is doing, specifically in BDSP, then he can do something wrong to you. He can do something to you. Because it is sturdy, and then it'll do Metal Burst. Now, in Diamond Pearl and Platinum, I have been able to one-shot it successfully every single time with my close combating Infernape. But yeah, I'm putting him there just because he can kill one of your Pokemon if you are not knowledgeable. All you got to do is hit him with like a weak move and then kill him with close combat. This is not Jasmine. This is Candace. Really, another really tough one to place. Because BDSP, she's like, or like Diamond Pearl, she's so free. I'm just gonna say BDSP because it's easier to say that. But in Platinum, you can, if shit goes wrong, if you do shit in this exact order, start with your Infernape, she'll lead with Sneasel, you'll kill it. She'll then want to go into her Piloswine, you switch out into a water type. Kill that, then she'll want to go into her Abomasnow, and that is when she summons the Hail, and that is not good. If you have the Rain Dance TM, then you're fine. But if she summons the Hail, then she'll go into her Frostlass, which has Snow Cloak, so it's already got 20% evasiveness. So all of your moves are at least 80% accurate at that point. And it has Blizzard and Double Team. I'm going to put her in there. I think above Price. I think I'm going to put Faulkner above Price. And now we have the Moody Man. And I'm just going to grab all the Gen 5 gym leaders really quick. I don't remember Bryson well enough, honestly. God, there's a lot of gym leaders in Gen 5. Also, yes, I'm going to rank the... You know, I'm going to do this. I'm gonna put Drayden back there. Iris is going to work for Drayden and Iris in Black and White. Volkner, though... Like, I don't know how hard... I don't remember him in BDSP, if I'm honest. And then I'm just going to put him in free. I'm going to put him, like, right there. Like, ground type. All you need is a ground type. And now we move on to Gen 5. And we're going to start, obviously, with Silent. And then Crescent Chili. They're all the same because you... they have workup. That can be troublesome. But the thing about them is you, like... can use your starter against their Lillipup, and then just use the Elemental Monkey against their Elemental Monkey, and then you're fine. I think Silent... I'm going to put him in meh. Like, above Chuck. Right there. Lenora can be... Stab normal is always going to be scary. I think she's definitely tough. Retaliate can also fuck you up because it, like... is going to double in power, so it's going to be 210 base power unless you have a rock type. If you have a rock type, this is probably free, but I'm going to put it there for now. Berg! Love Berg. I'm not going to say lol what, because Levani being fully evolved for that point in the game is scary, but I think he's still probably free. And if we're talking in... the challenge mode, he's still probably free. Maybe, no, not that free. Not this free. Like that free. Alessa, hi. Hi, Spice. What's up? One of my 7 cats. Hi, Spice. Alessa, or Alessa, Alessa, I don't care. She is... I think she's harder in Black and White because of her fucking Volt. Like, here's the thing, you're like, oh, I'll just bring a ground type. It's like, okay, well, guess what? You don't have a lot of options for ground types, and her fucking Amalgas are a lot stronger than you think. They're fast and they'll kill you with Aerial Ace. They are not friends for you. Come up here. Come up here, Spice. Lay right there. I'm going to put Elisa pretty high and tough. I think right there. Yeah, I don't need to explain why Clay's going that high. Holy shit. I think there. No, I'm going to leave him there. I was going to put him higher, but the thing is, challenge mode, Black 2, White 2 makes him easier. Like, makes him pretty, because you can get your fully evolved starter by that point. So, like, in that, I literally had no issues, because I just spammed Surf. Wasn't Surf. I spammed a water type move with my Samurott. It was like, I would put him in here in that case, but I'm leaving him up here, because if you don't do challenge mode, The one and only Pokemon besides the fully evolved Samurai that I had an easy time with doing this gym with was Azumarill, which is not easy to get. That's gonna be really fucking loud. No, come back. I've never had problems with Skyla. You get an electric type, I think she's just free. I don't remember Bryson. He's got ice types. Ice types, specifically him, not very good. So he's free. Now, Iris and Drayden in black and white. Dragons are just scary, dude. She's gonna go up there. In tough. I don't remember her battle too much, but yeah. Charon is fucking rough. You do not get a fighting type move, period, for this fight, and you have to deal with work up on his Pokemon, and no. Like, all the starters have a hard time against him. He is the scariest. I think he's the hardest gym leader in the entire series because of your lack of options. And then we go right to one of the freest gym leaders. Like, I'm not gonna say lol what, but she's still pretty free. Yeah. And then Dragon Dance. I'm sorry, Dragon Dance is horrifying. I think he's harder than Claire. No, because you can have options. The thing is, with Kingdra, you don't have, like, I don't think you can get a Seadra by that point, so you can't even have a Dragon move against it, and it's not weak to Ice, because it's a Water type. Yeah. And then, I don't think he's free. I think he's, like, probably there. Yeah. He can be problematic, but I don't think he's, like, awful. Alright. Gen 6. I'm looking at this roster, and most of them are free. I think she's pretty challenged. Like, she can be a problem. Not too bad. Viola? If you catch a Dunsparce, she's free. I think Grant, looking at this, thinking about it, I think... No, Karina's the hardest one. I think Grant is harder. He's, like, just right there. No. Yeah, no. Rock has too many weaknesses. I don't think he's free. I don't think Karina is tough, but I'm going to put her at the very right there in meh. She can cause issues. Her Hawlucha is scary. And then... no. Like, Go-Goat can be an issue, but you get so many fucking options by that point. Also, if you're allowing Megas, all these gyms are so easy. Like, honestly, this should be the first gym leader who uses a Mega Evolution, but doesn't. Clement, I'll give it to Clement. He can be tough. He can be a little bit challenging. I don't think he's tough, though. The electric terrain things, I'm going to put him right there and above Bryce. Like, what can she do? What? I'm not going to put her in LOL. She's going, like, right there. What's her name? I don't even care. And then this bitch, her team's also really easy. Way too many options late game. It's Psychic, so I'll put her up a bit higher and free, but she's still free. And, bro, I'm going to be honest. My favorite gym leader in the gen, because he's badass, but so free. So hilariously free. Ice is so bad. Okay. You know what? Wait. I'm gonna... Before I rank them, I'm gonna rank Gen... Ooh, that's not who I wanted to grab. I wanted to grab you. I'm gonna actually rank Gen 8 before I rank the trials, because I want to spend some time talking about them. And how absolutely fucking terrifying they are. Oh, I didn't need bead. Oops. Okay. I don't remember your name, but you're honestly one of the freest gym leaders out there. Like, it's early, so yeah. Is there... You're not lol what, but you're, like, still pretty damn free. It's like, who's super free here? Honestly, the rest of them aren't, like, insanely free, I don't think. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna grab these two because I don't know. I do not know. I did not play Shield, so I don't feel right grading them. Nessa's, like, tough. Her team is not easy. Like, if you have a, you could be like, well, if you have a grass type, you can kill her Dreadnought nice and easy. But if you don't have a grass type, she can be tough. I remember last time I did the game, I did a Nuzlocke in the game. I had trouble. Come up here. Just come up here. Come right there. That's all you have to do is lay down. Super simple. B, like, fighting Machamp can be a little bit worrisome, but not, like, awful. I'd say meh still. Old Woman Opal. Honestly, I think her team is free. I can't remember what it is, but, like, I remember not having too many issues with it. Rory? Is that your name? I don't remember. Rock types that late. I'm not going to say lol, but I'm going to say he's free. Piers is actually pretty tough. He doesn't dynamite. That Obstagoon can't... I don't think he can sweep you, though. Like, that's kind of what tough is. Is, like, this is sweep potential. Like, potentially end your run. So I'm going to put him at the top of meh. So, by that logic, I don't think Elisa can sweep you that effectively. Like, maybe there. And honestly, I'm going to put... I'm going to put him higher. And I'm going to put Nessa down. I think I'm going to put Nessa right here, honestly. I think Pierce is harder. Like, yeah, that Obstagoon... that Obstagoon's not fun. And then double battles, dude. Double battles are fucking rough. Shit can really hit the fan for you in this fight. Okay. So, you know, let me get the Kahunas out of the way. Like, none of them are free just because you have to worry about Z moves. But none of them are, like, that hard. I think Olivia is probably the freest, but she's not going to go into free because, again, Z moves. Hala is a little higher, like right there. And then I've had problems with Nanu. I don't think he can kill you, but he's going to go there. She's got a rough team. Her team's, like, built. I still don't think tough. I'm going to put her right there. Okay. Alima's trial, the normal trial, the Gumshoes or Alolan Raticate is a run killer for sure because of how early you have to fight it. Yeah, you don't get a lot of options for that. I think both of them are run killers, honestly. Like, you have to think that it's in the rain, so they're getting boosted power on their water moves, and on top of that, what's it called? Araquanid is getting a huge boost on its water moves because of Water Bubble and the rain. That's a fucking run killer if I've seen one. I don't think the Fire Trial is too... If you're using Z moves, I don't think it's that bad. I think he can still probably sweep you. I'm going to put him... Yeah, I'm going to put him right there. The fucking Lurantis, dude. Jeez. Oh, the trials are scary. I'm going to put her there just because if you have a fire type and you use a fire type Z move. I'm just grabbing the Ravombi trial real quick because Quiver Dance. It gets an Omni Boost and it fucking has Quiver Dance. No. That will kill your entire run. I think Sophocles, regardless, both times is pretty easy. I don't think he's free, though. I think he's probably the easiest trial. And then the Mimikyu trial can be tough too, but not like awful. Alright, hang on a second. Because I've been having... that, yeah. What is this? Lump on the eyelid? Like, I don't think so. Eyelid 10, kind of. Okay. Oh wait, that would have been adorable. All right. So now, Elite Four members. Same thing. And then I'm gonna be done. I'm probably gonna do this pretty fast. I think Lorelai, like, Ice is not that great. I think she's still tough. Free. Honestly, no, is Machamp can be a problem. But yeah, he's free as shit. Agatha's team is not very good. Do I say meh? Nah, I'm gonna say free. And then Lance, Dragonite's the only thing you have to look out for. If you have an electric type, you can take out his Gyarados. If you have an ice type, you're probably fine. I'm gonna say meh. And then Champion Blue is also meh because you have fought him enough. You know what you have to expect. I think if Will's team was better, it would probably be. I think he's meh. Koga's got the Muck and the Crobat, which I'm gonna put him in meh. Karen's team is scary. Like, Nasty Plot Houndoom is not something to fuck with. That shit's terrifying. And then Lance is also a fucking run killer, but you know that. Like, yes, if you have an ice type, but you have to rely on the ice type killing 2 things. Killing 3 things, I mean. Not easy. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Both of these two are, like, really free. I don't think there's any Elite Four member that's lol what. I'm looking. I don't think there is. Okay, never mind. I lied. Glacia's got the fucking wall range. I don't think she's a run killer, but I think she's tough. I think Drake under the worst circumstances for you can be a run killer, and Steven's team is really well built. That Metagross can, because the thing with Dragonite is you have a thing against it. Metagross is not an easy Pokemon to deal with. And then Champion Wallace has a Dragon Dancing Gyarados. I think that's hard. Like, the thing is, it is a Gyarados. So if you have an electric type, I guess by that logic, I need to do this. Hold on. I need to move Blue down a little bit. I think right there. And I also need to move Winona down. No, I'm gonna keep Winona. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Winona right here. Okay. Pokemon that are quad weak to things usually are gonna be a little bit easier. Yeah. All right, Aaron. So here's the thing about Aaron. In Diamond and Pearl, lol what? Like, what is his... Well, I'm gonna say free because his Drapion can't throw you off. And then Platinum, I'd say meh to tough. I think in BDSP, every single one of these Elite Four members is one step above what they are in other games. So I think in BDSP or in Diamond and Pearl, he's like free down here to lull what? I think he's meh still, but they're not easy gym leaders or Elite Four members, excuse me. I think Bertha can kill your run, specifically in BDSP. I think she honestly can. I'm gonna keep her impossible run killer, but I think she can if she gets the fan. This guy's got a. This Driftblim is just there to set up his Infernape with Unburden double teaming and then Baton Pass. Not fun. I'm not gonna make him a run killer. I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna put him in May. And then Lucian, I think under any circumstances is one of the toughest Elite Four members. And then no one's gonna say anything about me putting Cynthia all the way up there. I think Lucian is harder just because you have to keep in mind that Cynthia is next. So I think despite the fact that these guys only have 4 Pokemon, they're still hard. I think, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I think Caitlin's free. I think Caitlin is like pretty damn free. I think Grimsley is also free. I'm not going to say freer than Caitlyn, and the only reason I'm not going to say he's freer than Caitlyn is because with Caitlyn you can use the Zoroark strat, but that's in black and white, or that's black 2, white 2. But Chantal, also I'm just going to move Alder down there because you are going to battle and gets us at the end. And by the way, I'm just gonna say that now, that's a fucking run killer. Both those fights can be like, because they happen back to back. Though, like if you lose anything in the battle against N, then yeah, it's a fucking run killer. And then all right, Chantal, that fucking Chandelure is terrifying. I'm putting her in tough, the top of tough, on the fact that if you're doing challenge mode, she is easier because you can set up her Chandelure to use something weaker, like set up her Chandelure because it has a choice scarf. So you could set up her Chandelure to do something not great to you. But that's if you have Switch on. No, she's a run killer. Never mind, I thought about it. She's actually a run killer. Also, her Cofagrigus is annoying to deal with. And then, bro, challenge mode, his Conkeldurr has a fucking Flame Orb with guts. It's terrifying. Iris is a run killer. I will hear nothing of it. Her team is really well built. She's got Dragon Dance on her fucking Haxorus. Like, you can sweep through the rest of her fight, and then she can Dragon Dance once, and if you don't one-shot her Haxorus, you're fucked, is basically how it goes. Haxorus is so fucking strong. And then, honestly, I don't remember these guys well enough. I think Seabold has a Gyarados. I think it has Dragon Dance, too, so he's going to go up there. Aegislash can be an issue. I don't think he's too bad, though. And then Drazna's team is not well built. I'm not going to put her in lol what, but I think she's still pretty damn free. And then Diantha's the easiest champion of all time, without question. I don't think she's free just because she has a Mega, but I think she's the easiest champion. Hala is free. His team sucks. Olivia's more free. Ace Roll is a bit tougher. And then this is also free. And I'll rank. He's got a fucking Metagross. He's tough. I don't think tougher than Lucian now that I'm thinking about it. The fight against Kukui is definitely challenging. I think House Fight is like meh. Z moves, so he gets to go above blue. And then Leon's battle. This is Leon. This is not Alder. We're not looking at Alder for this. The Leon battle is like really fucking hard. Alright, those are the Gym Leader and Elite Four tier lists in Nuzlocke. Any questions?